guys, you already know the routine, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Hakeem, what's going on? What's going on? What's crack lacking?
Living the dream. Living the dream. Hey,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you say living the dream,
living
bro.
the
This
dream.
one right here is breaking news. Jordan actually sent this to us. Bro, I was like taking my nap. Next thing I know, it's like I saw this as breaking news. I was like, "Yo, we got to talk about this
No,
first,
no, we definitely do.
firsthand." Chaos Culture Radio, we never miss. So I was like, "Yo, we got to talk about this firsthand because this actually is breaking news."
Trending.
So I think you're right, man. I came in the butt. You, Poppy Blanco, Jordan, you guys was right, and me, I feel like damn. I can't believe I was actually wrong on this one. So apparently, Diddy, Los Angeles home, and also Miami home got raided by Homeland Security in connection to sex trafficking
Hmm.
investigation. His son, Justin Combs, is in custody.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it, man. Play the clip.
Whew, Jesus. Whew, child. Shout outs to M
Hello,
Mill.
shout out to M Mills. See, even she watching on CNN right now. Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which
is being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
he got some
That
shots of a few people coming.
I can't read, bro. That junk is crazy. That's him. That's his
That's
son.
it. Yep, 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 yep.
That's his son. That's wow, wow. Shout out to Mimi. Mimi, what's going on? Happy Monday, happy Monday. Of course, I can't gonna do the hearts. Hey, shout out to Chaz, man. Chaz, what's going on, my brother?
Shout out to
Great
Chad
to
Ellington.
yeah, he live up the street from me, man. Shout out to him, man. I really appreciate him, man. He loves some chaos, man. But like always, Hakeem, dive right in. This broke my heart, man. Because I look up to Hakeem. I look up to Diddy when it comes
No,
to
you do. And you do.
marketing and stuff like that. So
A lot of us do, even me. You know me. We get older, we want to get signed to him, but let's get down to the nitty gritty. You can't be a deviant and don't get caught for it. This is only karma. You feel me? And his kids are raised under the same ilk as him. This is not the first time the son has been caught in some type of scandal. They had previously allegedly they had made a girl get an abortion a couple years back when he was young. So these guys are lame who can't get women. So they'll use their power and use their money to coerce unsuspected people to fall into that trap. Protect your daughters. Go ahead.
yeah, but it's just that it's the same thing because in my mind, remember we were talking about before even the show began. I was telling you how I think the what made Diddy fall was he paid Cassidy. I told him the day he paid Cassidy, I said that was it for Diddy. Stuff gonna come out. People gonna start talking crap about Diddy, and then he won't be able to control it. And they even say it. They say Diddy don't look the same anymore. He looked miserable, and now he was trying to fight back because he got so many different allegations about him. He trying to fight them
Yep.
all at one time. He can't handle it. It's too much for him. Shout out to Ashton Wynn. Shout out to Precious. Shout out to Ken Dog. Ken
Kendall,
Dog,
shut.
boy, Hakeem told me what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. You made me
Kendall,
cry.
Kendall, you did. Listen, he was in here stunting like his daddy. I ain't asked him to do all that. Now, you know what I mean? I couldn't
And
even handle it. You know what I mean?
and then according to DJ Academics, I'm all over, because this is breaking news. These academics said Diddy on Miami home did get raided while Diddy was home present, so he was there in his Miami home over there in Star Island. So his home did get Hakeem, that's crazy. I know Diddy, his mind like what the bro. It's like Empire. Remember Empire from that used to be on TV? It's just
Yep.
like Empire, bro.
No, 100%. But let's be real about it, Ron. You gotta expect something like this was supposed to happen, bro. You
I
got to
know, but Hakeem, not like this though.
like.
Even you shocked, not like this though.
I am a little bit shocked, but I also know that I know who we dealing with too, though. Man, I know who we dealing with. This is the guy. This is the guy who is a deviant, who preys on girl. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like I didn't know he was like that until later, till all this information come out. He said, "Oh, shout out to Precious Tamika. She said, Precious Tamika said, I'm sure Diddy knew it's coming. Yes, she did, Tamika. You are right. He did know it's coming. But let's remember, for a lot of people who, I don't know how old you look very young for my
Mm-hmm.
age, these were rumors that were stemming back from the 90s. And his kids also have little troubles doing on that. They just following the sins of the dad. I don't know why these guys are so hung up on smashing. You're rich. These
That's
guys are,
it. You're
yeah.
rich. You're rich. What more there is to do, Hakeem? You can get anything.
You could get anything, but these are lanes we talking about.
But
These
one
are
thing,
guys
but the one thing they can't control is women. They're trying to control
you
women. You
can't
can't control
control
women.
women. This would be a good listen. I like that you say that. This is a good lesson that we can learn for a lot of dudes with money. Don't matter how much money you have, you still can't control women. No matter how much power you have. If she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. And the fact that they caught up into some of that freaky deaky stuff where it says that the sex trafficking, meaning that they had to get them some fools, some dummies. You know what I mean? Precious said they think they was untouchable because of their money. 100% facts. A lot of people think they're like that. A lot of people that, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, in our community, a lot of black men who rise into top, we start to abuse powers and abuse people in the neighborhood, like other communities come in our neighborhood and abuse our women, all because of money. So if we shout outs to Jabbar, my half brother from New York. Shout
What's
outs to
going
my
on,
brother.
Jabbar? Hey, Jabbar, I hope you got that beanie, man. That chaos culture. Well, we'll talk about that later. But yeah,
Shout outs to Sherry Bryant.
shout out to Jabbar.
Shout outs to Sherry Bryant.
Shout out to Sherry Bryan as well.
Me and her gonna have a new single dropping soon. We gonna have
But remember, okay, I remember the locks, right? The locks always say these three things: money, power, respect
Yep.
is the key of life, right?
Yeah.
He got the money at one point. Did he have the money? He had the power. He
Yep.
had the respect.
Mm-hmm.
That was not supposed to go away, Hakeem, according to the locks.
You are right though, but it all depends on how you do it. He was abusing power. Here's the thing: when you're a real dude who get money in the like, let's be honest about something. He didn't grow up like we grew up. He never been in the streets. His dad was a gangster. So he grew up, got money, and was paying people pennies. Everybody that was under Bad Boy went broke. Every woman he ever dealt with went broke. Listen to what I say. Cassie and her thing, when she broke up with him, she left with nothing. That's a tale for you women to understand. He didn't marry her and he didn't give her no babies. And she left penniless. She went and married her trainer.
Hello, Bobby Ryan. Well done. Hey, you're talking about that pedophilia culture is deep. It is. According to the see, we didn't talk about it on the show, of course.
Yeah.
When the aspect of the Epstein list, they would talk about a lot how a lot of people's name was in there. I think Cat Williams was talking about to Club Shay Shay. He was telling how this year is gonna be the pretty much kind of like the demise of Hollywood because a lot of stuff is going to get exposed. And as you can see right now, there's actors from Nickelodeon. We didn't talk about it as well.
Woo,
Who say
child.
there was some of them was assaulted by older men,
Oh yeah,
and then you see what's going on with P Diddy. And you see what, bro, this thing is out of control. It literally busts Hollywood wide open. I think a
definitely.
lot of people are afraid now to even say anything. Go
Here's
ahead,
another
Akim.
thing. Precious said they're going to make another example out of Diddy like they did Cosby or Kelly. Epstein took the easy way, 100% out. But Diddy is going to make an example, especially because he was black, 100%. Also remember this, Tamika. Epstein took the easy way out, but they couldn't take his money. His money was still wielded to his family. He didn't lose not a dollar. These guys are going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Diddy is going to pay, but karma is another thing. You know what I'm saying? He say, "I'm waiting for that Tom Hanks to get caught up."
Tom Hanks, not Forrest Gump. Nah, Javar, you tripping? Not Forrest. Nah, I can't.
I'm trying to tell you, but here's the thing. Here's the main thing here's the most important thing of these things that we're talking about in these tales. Men, we need to focus on your daughters. We're not talking about the women. We're not talking about the women. I don't care if you got beef with your baby mama. Focus on your daughter. If not, she's going to get lost in the crack. Because the only reason why men are able to do this to other women in our community, because we're so fragmented and there's not enough soldiers standing around to prevent somebody to shine a couple dollars on them.
Yeah, you should already know. When you need that,
We
you
need
need
that.
cap.
He's a
So
cat. So he doesn't listen. Truth don't like, but I'm just saying, when you got a girl raised up under that, Diddy and his sons wouldn't have been able to get to somebody who had a daddy around. A couple dollars would have been like, this ain't nothing. My dad already do all of this. But this is the main easy. Our women in our community cannot be enticed by money. That's the biggest issue. Because 90% of black women are being exploited. Scorpio Red said Diddy needs to be watched and protected. I'm sure he knows way more influential people in this situation, and they don't want him talking.
that was hey, you don't want him talking.
Yeah, he said you're missing it.
But
True.
remember, at the same time, you got to keep in mind, Diddy's not in handcuffs. His son is. Keep that in mind too. His son is in handcuffs.
He's done it.
So whatever.
They have to have.
Hopefully, go ahead. I can't. I'm just
No,
saying.
you're right. They have to have some type of evidence.
It's either that or he was involved with somebody that was actually doing it, and they want him to talk. But let's see, because it doesn't look good. So this story is just breaking news. So this story gonna continue to develop throughout the day. So I like everybody, even though everybody's talking about it now, it's still gonna take a long time for it to actually develop because we just still don't know what the facts is. But
Yeah,
shout out to TMZ because they be on the money.
they stamped it.
I mean, like, how do they do it? They be like, I don't know. Did P Diddy call them like, yo? I'm just letting y'all know my house is about to get raided. Because I was like, how do y'all know that? Because, you know, Diddy's very secretive. I was like, how do y'all know that fast? They on the money, Hakeem. Go ahead.
No, you're right though. You're right though. I think that this is a full circle. I also believe this has to be the universe. It's karma. You know what I mean? And Sherry Bryant says, your sins. She said your sins will find no matter how long it takes. Precious say it may even come out that he had something to do with his baby mama's death as
That's what I
well.
was thinking. I was just about to ask you that, but I was too afraid to even say that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I don't know if I should say that on the air,
She
but
said that.
yeah.
Hey, because listen, she was a pretty healthy person. And she died of pneumonia, drop like that. Since he knew what was about to go down, it's possible his sons are taking the hit from him. That'd be stupid. You got to protect your
Yeah, that
son.
would. You got to protect your son. That would.
You know what I mean?
And his access.
Come on,
His
man.
access.
Real
Shout out
soldiers
to
will
Joe
take
No
that
Hurting.
charge. Joe No Hurting, my other brother. He said, listen, God, don't like ugly when he says when you go do wrong, it'll come back to you. And he has done many wrong. Predatorial contracts. Everybody from Bad Boy is broke. Feds are coming to have the evidence to convict. Shout outs to No Chaser. Shout outs to Shiesty Bomb. The blackmail reckoning is here. Let's change that and say Diddy reckoning is here.
This is the age of Aquarius. It is. It is. A lot of things are being exposed. Shout out to No Chaser. A lot of things is being exposed. Akeem is just the thing. We don't have all the information. I would say this story just hit breaking news, so it's going to develop throughout the day. So hopefully by the next time we do it, well, not hopefully, but next time we go live on Wednesday, we should have more information for you guys. But as of right now, everything right now is just speculation. Only the information they already gave us is about his home, two of his homes, Los Angeles home, and also his Miami home right here in Miami and Star Island. Pretty much was raided by Homeland Security. His son, Justin Combs, is arrested, is in handcuffs. And knowing Diddy, he got the top lawyers, so I know his lawyers are on the case right now. So,
and they're gonna get it in. Shout out to Risha Bowden. Shout out to you, Queen.
Yeah.
So and that's what it is, though.
Yeah, but the truth, it's just sad, man. It's just, I think people may say what they want about Diddy. People say it's just karma, this and that. People still respect Diddy at the end of the day because remember, a lot of people was under him that people literally listened to. They consider to be legends. Mary J. Blige, you already know, Stevie J, all the names. Yo, what's going on in the Twitch world? What's happening? Yeah.
Shout outs to Twitch.
Yeah, but shout out to you guys that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitch. And Kick as well. We didn't forget about you guys in the Kick world. Make sure y'all hit the like button over there as well. Show some love over there. Now, Hakeem, like we were saying, moving on, because this story just hit breaking news, so we don't have too much information on this story, but we will have information for the audience on Wednesday. So guys, don't miss Wednesday because we're gonna dive more into the Diddy situation. Okay, so Fannie Willis, I think Hakeem, Fannie was pretty much, we already know what the situation. We talked about it when Jordan was here present about her having a relationship with a guy. Now she literally, the case got dismissed, so pretty much now she's still qualified to go ahead and pursue Trump. Let's play the clip as Fannie Willis talk about her whole journey of being in that courtroom. We're right ahead.
Any difference at all this year than past years, just with recent attention that you've gotten? Do you feel different being out and about right now? I feel more loved. Actually, I've gotten a lot of support from women that surprised me. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be the face of women, but women of every nationality, African American women, Caucasian women, have been really embracing. Sometimes I think they tell me they're praying for me, but just really, really embracing, very proud of me. So it's very interesting to see how proud of women are of what they see in me, and that's very humbling. That one hair is loving your hand. Do you feel like right now this is also a good way to remind the community that you are out here, you're working for them, kind of reclaim your reputation in a way with Fulton County? Do you think something like this might help remind people who you are?
I don't think my reputation needs to be reclaimed, so I guess we'll start there. This is what I would do. No matter what was going on, I'm not going to miss these events. We will be doing our book bag drive in July like we always do. We will do our coat drive in November. We will do our toy drive at the holidays. We're not going to miss or skip a beat because of all the noise or the distraction on one case. We're going to continue to do our work. I don't feel like my reputation needs to be reclaimed. Let's say it for the record. I'm not embarrassed by anything I've done. I guess my greatest crime is I had a relationship with a man, but that's not something that I find embarrassing in any way. And I know that I have not done anything that's illegal. And so I don't feel like my reputation needs to be reclaimed. And when I tell you the outpouring of women, and I'll tell you this, especially African American women who will just say, we are so proud, you are such a good representative of us. But I would be lying to say it's only African American women. I have had Caucasian women, Asian women, Indian women. I told Jeff one day I didn't think I was the face of the feminist movement, but somehow I became it. And I think that women feel like women are treated differently when they're professionals, and they're proud to see someone that is strong and trying to do the right job. Certainly flawed, like every human being is flawed. My father has a saying, only one perfect man walked the face of the earth and they crucified him. I am not a perfect human being, but what I am is a hardworking human being and a human being that loves the community I serve and who understands this seat does not belong to me. It belongs to the people, and as long as I'm here, I'm going to try to do the job in a way that's honorable.
Speaking of the recent case, did that almost 2.5 month attempt to remove you from this case, did that delay or derail your own case that you're working on against Trump in any way?
No, my team's been continuing to work, and I think the media, and especially organizations like your own, have been paying attention. All while that was going on, we were writing responsive briefs. We were still doing the case in the way that it needed to be done. I don't feel like we've been slowed down at all. I do think that there are efforts to slow down this train, but the train is coming.
Do you feel like there's any difference at all this year than past years, just with?
Well, I can't. That was a jam right there, man. I
It
was
was
like
a
over
jam.
here jamming. Shout out to Beverly Hills Cop. No, but Hakeem, your take. Let's do it.
I didn't like what she said. There's a couple things I don't like. She said the only thing I was crucified was having a relationship with a man. I think that I know that we live in a country where they hold black people to a high standard, and we have no choice but to abide by them. You doing that does question me if you even qualify, that you're easy swayed because you did something that you know you're not supposed to do. And I know a lot of people might say, hey, everybody else do it, but you're holding a position. Then she said, I'm the face of the feminist movement. Feminism doesn't work for a lot of people. You know what I mean? And the fact that you prove that feminism doesn't work by your actions. You had a relationship with a married man. How are you the feminist movement? You made yourself look bad. You made yourself and black women look bad by sleeping with a black man who is married to another black woman. And you're the court district judge. You're not the judge, but the lawyer who's handling profile cases. It's above your pay grade, man. Get your morals in check. Go ahead.
No, she come in the aspect of the feminism because remember she have the freedom to fight back, then actually to sit back and then to lay down because she when it comes to that situation, because remember they say in her defense she kept saying that they're trying to take her down because she's going out to the former president Donald J.
Mm-hmm.
Trump. So she was like, okay, they just trying to take me down because they know I'm on to something. So now the case got disqualified, now I'm able to go and to attack Trump, which I know she ain't gonna win that one. But at the same time, you're not gonna take down Trump. It's just not gonna happen. But she was like they were trying to find any way to take her down by saying that she did something actually wrong. But the wrong part is they kept saying because then they say he was a married man. That's what people were saying about. Like they kept saying that he was a married man.
He wasn't.
That would make her look bad.
Way look bad.
It's not the relationship with the man. It's just because he was married.
Married. That's the only thing I have an issue with. And here's the thing. What even made it? You had an affair with a married man, even though he was getting a divorce, but he worked with you, and you're handling a high profile case, and you hired him. That looks all wrong. It's a conflict of interest. We should not reward people for bad behavior. I always say this. I tell y'all this. I've been in the streets before. When I got locked up, I deserved to go. I deserved to get punished, and I deserve the blowback from what come from that. I don't want no sympathy from nobody. We should not give her no sympathy. We're going to teach our girls and our boys wrong when she can come out here and be a beacon of light of ignorance. No, mama. Shame needs to be put down. You are a 50-year-old woman. You have done the best in your life. You are a freaking state attorney. You graduated high in your class. You have your master's, your JD. You tell me you that smart and you was that hot in your skirt to sleep with a man, a married man. You could not get another dude. You're the state attorney. You're the most powerful woman in Atlanta. Why can't you go get you a baller? Get you somebody who's single.
He got
How?
game.
No, it was easy because it's close to access. People do the most worstest thing close to proximity. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. I can't respect her as I can't respect her as a I love her as a black woman, but I can't respect her as a woman.
Hakeem, Shiesty Bun said you sound like a hater.
I'm not a hater. I love her. But let me tell you something. We need to be careful in how we go out here and how we conduct ourselves. The day I do something bad, I need to be kicked off the show. She needs to be criticized for that. I'm not hating. I got that same energy for everybody. You got to understand. There's little girls who are looking at her. But the women who are doing good, they don't get their just due. Oh, Miss Obama ain't doing this. Her record is clean. She still don't get the respect that she does. People plagiarizing her book. She dropped one of the best books in the world. I don't see nobody running behind her. So she become the face of feminism because you cheated, because you was hot in your
But no,
panties.
Sugar and Shiesty Bun defended say who took the vows, Hakeem? It wasn't her. It was the other guy. So the guy did wrong. She didn't do wrong.
Listen. Here
She
we
can't
go
pay
back.
for another man's sin. She didn't
Here
do
we go
wrong.
back again. We're gonna deflect on this. You a woman and you know better. You deserve the best. Why would you want to take leftovers? As a woman, why would you want to take leftovers? Something that's already attached. That lady's still winning. She's gonna get half. All you got was a wet sausage. That's all you got was a wet sausage.
Pause.
And listen, and pause. And she paid for the dates. And she gave him a salary. So he was a broke boy. He said,
Shout out to
Tamika said
White
the whole
House.
relationship is bogus. However, Trump incite a whole riot on a state capitol, and we are supposed to look over that. Sweetheart, Tamika, I understand what you're saying. That has already been addressed in this. I'm gonna tell you something about politics. The lesser of two evils. Who you gonna vote for? Who you gonna vote for? Listen, you worrying about a state capitol, Tamika. You look young. You might not be as old as me. Biden has put more black men in jail than ever. Let's go back to the 80s. We talking about a state riot. My homeboy daddy's still in jail for a bump of crack in the 80s. For a bump of crack. I love Trump. Trump keep it a Billy. Yes, he's gonna cheat. Yes, he's talking shit. Yes, he ain't no good. I take him before I take Biden. Hallelujah.
Oh man. And then here's Shiesty Bun. She said, "Well, those black men, the black man was criminal."
Listen. Fannie Willis lust
Witness.
was criminal. Fannie Willis lust was criminal. The way she shook her hips was criminal at the courtroom. And she let some broke boy with a broke boy mentality take her over. As strong as you is, you his boss. This will let you know, no matter how powerful a woman is, you still get sloppy seconds.
Hey, all the guys that keep saying wet sausage, pause, man.
Wet sausage. He say,
How can you snap it? He is snapping. He's
say,
fired up.
listen, he said, Tamika said, I don't want either, be honest. I agree with you. I don't want either too. Let's get something straight. I don't want either too, Tamika. I'm agree with you. None of these people gonna be good for black folks. We got to govern ourselves, and we need to go back to what I preach this. Tamika, this is the first time you watch us. I preach this all day. Don't I, Governor Ron?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but we still gotta vote. And who I want somebody who's gonna call me a in my face, behind my back. You hear me, Tamika? You rather somebody who tells you the truth and say, no, I ain't gonna do shit for you. Not lie and do nothing for you. It seems like damn, I'm winning to me. You ain't winning nothing. Guys, free Fannie Willis.
Shout out to White High. She is free. White High, she was just in the bed.
Yeah,
We were literally dancing.
Yeah.
He was dancing in the background. She was out there in the band, and she have a lot of support from women
Listen,
from all races.
from women, but the men don't support her.
Because they know she did wrong. Because at the end of the day, she was with a man that was married. We know she did wrong, but the women, not all of them, but the women that's on her court do support her and say like they feel like she didn't do wrong at all.
Listen, special shout outs to Natasha Vincent. I gotta do this for you, baby. One of our biggest supporters.
Yeah, you stole that from Mimi, yo. You stole
that. I bite everything. I bite everything. I'm unapologetic about it.
Bro. You can't.
I don't mind it.
Listen,
I'm unapologetic. I could do a little kickback in the back. You know what I mean? But back to the thing about this, we have to hold ourselves into respect. You know what I mean? And pause. We have to hold ourselves. She said, Natasha Vincent, I'm just waking up. I was damn near there last night. Yeah. He said that's her personal life, Hakeem. Stop hating. But her personal life bleeded over into this. Okay, I'll give you one better, Shiesty. I'll give you one better. If Fanny was sleeping with him and he had nothing to do with the job, I would have been like, go girl.
No, Hakeem. Nobody would have knew about Fannie Willis' situation if it wasn't for she was going after Trump. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
Had a relationship.
And I think it was his wife who was the whistleblower. And Princess Tamika said nobody said she was right. Listen, you didn't have to say it. The actions of women said that.
Yeah.
Nobody criticized her. Nobody criticized her, Tamika. They say she's the beacon of light of feminism. She's letting us know that it's okay to cheat. It's okay to cheat and be powerful and be rewarded for her. And she is supposed to be respected and say that's her personal life, but she's effing a broke boy on her job.
Wait, hold on, Mimi. Hold on. You say it's you and Hakeem. It's okay. Wait a minute. You're not going to hold Hakeem accountable?
Tell you, baby. Tell you.
That's some bull.
Listen,
Ronnie. That's some bull.
You got to get the juice like me, man. I've been trying. You got to get the juice like me. You know, I've been trying to get the juice you got, baby. We got to trade juice. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna trade? She said that's y'all's. I'm not even in the middle.
Listen, let me do a double one for Mimi. I'm gonna do one off to the side. One in here. Mimi, you see that's 3, Mimi. That's 3 Mimis. Me.
Oh, you see? Accountability. You see? But then they want a whole man accountable. You see the scrutiny?
Yeah, they do.
Sugar going in on us. Look, tell him. Look, talk to him, Hakeem. Look.
Thank you. Listen. Did Hakeem take off the?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did. He took off his glasses.
Listen. The only reason why this is light skin like this is from orange soda. It's because from orange soda. It's nothing. I'm dark as hell. Midnight black, baby. Boombata. Let's get that straight.
Oh, Emil say Trump committed adultery on his first wife. He did though.
He did.
Miss Mills. He opened up about it.
He opened up about it. And listen, Miss Mill, we have to respect it. He said he did it and he don't care. And nobody ain't gonna do nothing about it.
He did. He said nobody. He said, y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it.
And I don't care about Trump. I care about my sister Fannie Willis. She is a black woman. We hold her to the highest regard. She can't be out here cheating with some half-wit, 2-bit, suit-looking man.
Ken Dawson, what type of soda? He said, what type of soda was it?
You already know it is Sunkiss, baby. I burnt my face with Sunkiss.
Shout out to Killer Swag, who's in the building as well. Shout out to Killer Swag.
You know it's Kenny. You know it was Sunkiss. We were drinking them shit by the liters. But let's get something straight. And listen, funny enough, I know y'all might say I'm tweaking. I didn't have no soda today. This is all natural. No Red Bull, no nothing. This is all natural. I'm just so passionate about black women. I love them and I hold them to the highest regard. I hold them up to a pinnacle. So when I see one of my sisters doing something that doesn't see, he said, Hakeem seemed like a bias and hater. No, I love y'all too dearly. I'm just gonna hold you accountable when you do, and I want you to hold me accountable. I hold Goofy's accountable too. I hold him a Goofy too. I didn't say nothing was wrong. I say, listen, I'm more hurt that she did that with a waste man than anything. If she did that and had nothing attached to her job, we wouldn't be talking about now.
Yeah, Trump is the Mills. Trump is the representation of the United States of America. But it's just, the thing with people just love his honesty.
That's it.
Then Fanny didn't. Remember, she kept lying, and people like, we know you're lying in the courtroom.
She was telling people that's nobody's business, but you effing somebody on your job. Let it be separate. And he said, and that's your mistake, True. I get where you're coming from, True.
And look, Shiesty say, bingo, hold your brothers accountable. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm telling Mimi. Hey, how you gonna talk about hold man accountable?
He said, but Trump is the representative of the United States of America. He represents United States of America, but not Black America. You talking to a Marcus Garvey type nigga. I don't give a fuck about what these white boys do. I do not care. They can do whatever they want. I am gonna vote for the best possible win so I could keep some money in my pocket. He said that man said that he would sleep with his own daughter if she wasn't his daughter. Why would we even make a comment like that? Or a white man can say whatever he wants, but no accountability. Let his community hold him accountable, Princess Precious. Let his community. We have nothing to do with him. We got our own problems. Listen, if a black dude said that, I'm doing a powwow. Say, hey, we gonna go get him tonight. If it was a black dude say that, we say, hey, we need to get him tonight. We need to get him tonight. If it was Obama said that, I said, man, we need to get that boy off the chair tonight. We don't care. We barely even listen to what these dudes doing.
I don't know, but don't go ahead. You said, unfortunately, black man and running the country.
We would never run the country. We just need to run ourselves.
No. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't. Nah, we never run. Nah.
We don't care. Listen. We love this country. Listen, and let's get something straight. No matter how rough you think it is here, we are doing better than any other person around this planet.
Yeah, see, Chicago really said you on fire.
I am. If you Black American, you are doing 20 times better than anybody around the planet. And we need to hone in on who we are as people. Shout out to Chicago Rilla, because Chicago Rilla had a stream the other day where he said that we need to take care of our community. We need to make sure we put in the work. We don't need to be worrying about these other people. Chicago has this is somebody who is active in the community, who's put in work, and who has been the same since I've seen him since the Beat Show. He hasn't switched up.
He hasn't changed. Nope. Facts. Don't get me wrong, Chicago will have his messiness too now.
Oh no, and I love it too. But he still stands tall.
Yeah, he do.
He's not I can't put Goofy next to his name. I could put Goofy to them other niggas over there though. We know who we talking about. You know who we talking about. Them niggas is goofies. I don't want to mention their names, but we know who they're talking about. That's a man right there. And what he said is what we need to stand on and stop worrying. I'm not telling you not to vote. What he said too, we need to vote local. We need to vote state. We need to make sure we put in the police officers. We need to do this. We can't do nothing with that. They voted Fannie Willis in.
Yeah, Chicago top G. Fact, actually, yeah, he top G.
He said, we're not in office. I'm not like we can't get in office. We can, baby. Nobody wants to run.
Facts. That's true, Hakeem. That's fact.
Nobody wants to run. Everybody wants to ride Mercedes all day and look clean and wear Stacey Adams. He say beta simp stud tendency. Well, definitely. No, Chicago been standing 10 taller, but this is what I'm saying. We need to hold our people accountable. I don't care what they doing. I'm not telling you niggas not to vote now. You gotta vote. We gotta vote local. We gotta make sure we protect in this and this. So that's my point on that.
I keep telling people, local vote is very important, especially right now, as we pretty much close to election season. We almost there. So I would say people do research, take this seriously. This ain't the game, because the next person you vote in is gonna change the whole world. I already talked to my
100%.
mentor about that. So it's very important. And not only that, but guys, we already talked about the P Diddy thing. Is the beginning of the stream. So I know some people are walking in, so just go back, watch the beginning of the stream. So pretty much P Diddy home was raided, the one in Los Angeles and also here in Miami and in Star Island. This home was raided by the Homeland Security, which is big, because allegedly, there was some sex trafficking information that came out, and his son had something to do with his oldest son, I think Justin Combs. And P Diddy was present at his home in Miami, so it doesn't look good for the pimp, they call him, of NYC. It doesn't look good, Hakeem. It doesn't look good for him at all.
Basically, vote or cry.
Yeah, he said don't cry.
No, he said vote or cry.
And look, it looks Shiesty Bum. Shiesty Bum said, I'm voting Democrat per you.
Hey, dude,
So
listen.
you can't get mad.
You can't get mad. You vote what's going to be best for you. You vote what aligns with your political views and what's going to help the community. I'm going to vote the person who's going to do right by us. We need to go in there and talk to him. What Chicago said, know who your alderman is. Back in the days, they used to live down the street from us. We could see them, touch them. They'd be at the store. We just and their offices are still there. Their second, we need to know who we talking to. Hey, what's going down in the street is still a pothole over here.
So in that case, I came, as you say,
yeah,
go talk about it. So apparently, Gorilla pretty much went to the White House. It's just ridiculous. So pretty much Gorilla went to the White House. She recently had an interview on I think it was on CNN, and she talking about her experience at the White House. And people asked pretty much, are you endorsing Joe Biden? Like, what are you doing? And this was her response. Play the clip.
Politically, did they want your endorsement? They want you to help people get out the vote.
Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. But, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, talk politics, but I love the president, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody, and at the end of the day got to end.
They wanted politically. Did they want your endorsement? They want you to help people.
Okay, that was her response. Instead of getting someone, I'm going to be honest, instead of getting someone like a Candace Owens or someone that's really political in tune, they always get rappers. But go right ahead.
Okay, I wanna answer a question here. She said, if you think Trump like black people, you're crazy. He likes money. I never said he liked black people. I'm gonna vote with the political views that align, that's gonna help my people, that's gonna put us in the best possible position. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you don't like me, because I don't like your ass either.
Shout out to D.
If I had the money and the power, I would run for a state alderman and do whatever I can do. So I don't care what, but but let's go back to this. Malcolm X has said we can't let entertainers and sports people speak for us when their minds are not there. This is one of the biggest platforms, and she say, I'm living my life like it's golden. There's so many other things she could be talking about. Then I'm living my life like it's golden. She say, I don't care about that. I'm just living my life. I'm not worrying about that. Unemployment rates are high for black people. Dropouts are high. We have the crime is immensely up. There's a gang issue in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is more dangerous than Chicago's now. New York, we have the immigrant situation. And she said, I'm living my life like it's golden. That's why we cannot listen to no rapper, with the exception of Killer Mike.
No, I'll say no, but let's say if she was more politically sound, I would have told her go ahead and do the interview. But at the same time, you don't know if her team told her to do something like that. Like, hey, if they come on with a political question, don't answer it because you're not there to be answered those type of questions. But to me, I would have loved to see if she was able to go on there and tell them like, hey, I'm not really endorsing either or, but I'm just going there just to see their political views and see how they can change that aspect of the youth, black youth in America. But she didn't even answer the question. You just pretty much quoting the lyrics.
So
So it made it seem like the not all I believe black women are very educated, but it got a bad reputation of black women. I'm just being honest by having
100
her do that something like that. But go ahead, Ken.
100%. But I also want to say, Precious Tamika, you might have a point. You say she's a politician. Tamika, let me ask you a question. And I want to say this for everybody, and I want to say this. Money Gets Fundraiser and Power important, and for the network, if you want to run, then run, Hakeem. I would like to run, and I'll be ruthless. He said we can't get out in our own way an opportunity. So let me tell you something, Tamika. You said she's not a politician. Let me ask you something, Tamika. Why would they put Gorilla up there? You know how many people who could have went and spoke for us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said Candace Owens. There's other people that's very smart.
Adam
That
Adam West. Listen,
Adam West.
Chicago probably know more names. We got to think about it. There's tons of people that could have went up there and gave a sound answer to what she say. Who we gonna support? They got Gorilla up there. We talking about FNF. That's her number one song. She said, "What you think they did?" That come on now. Listen, I'm asking you, Tamika. Tamika, help me out. Tamika, help me out. Why they put FNF up there? Tamika, why would they put her? Why would they put that? She made a song that was derogatory to black men, and they asked her for political views. Answer that for me, Tamika.
Because remember they appealing to the youth. That's why the youth voters. Oh, Gorilla's supporting them, so I'm gonna support them too. That's how people get suckered in.
Shout outs to Killer Swag. She said Biden and Harris only appeal to
Yeah,
not black people.
yeah,
He said, you know they're going to do whatever they can to make us look bad. 100. Now you're getting what
yeah. I
now
agree. I agree.
Tamika, now we're on the same page. Now we're on the same page. So, and mind you, Tamika, that's your party that's doing that. That's your party with their liberal views. With their liberal views. Black people are so much in a worse position that I don't even know since Biden been in office. They closed down community centers in Massachusetts for black kids so they can house immigrants. The border's getting crazy. Shout outs to the Texas governor. He ain't playing games. He playing. New York is running rapid. All this affects you and me too. Because I might not be black American, but I look like him. He said, I'm not a liberal. I vote independent. Okay. My apologies, Tamika. My apologies. My apologies. Go ahead.
No, but that's why they did it. They did it because of the aspect of you already know it's the youth entertainers, like you said about the Malcolm X. It's true, but just because of the simple fact she's a youth, it's easy to get you support. Youth love music. They know that. They've been doing that for years.
100%.
So that's the situation with that. But I find it to be ridiculous. I think they should have got someone that was like more politically sound to be pretty much to go over there and to talk to Joe Biden. But that's how they're gonna continue to do. They're gonna continue to get ignorant people that doesn't know about the political game, and then they're gonna sway voters to go on their side because a lot of youth today they're not really doing research. They're just going by whatever their favorite artist is saying. So they know that they know it's a game they playing and they understand the game. And look, I don't know. You see Mills. Mills said she ready to throw out both parties.
Hey, listen. Mills, I agree with you, but we can't do it. What we need to do is worry about ourselves. If we create a party and get everybody, if we create a party of our own and make sure everybody sign up for this party, abide by the rules and guidelines, and spread that out to every local municipality all over the United States, we'll do something a little bit better. We can represent the places where Black people are there by population, but underrepresented in the office. It's a lot of smart people who just don't care to take care of the office. There's some local towns, especially in Mississippi, where they're doing bad over there, where the people there just don't seem to care and to make things better. And I'm not saying they might don't seem to care, but nobody's running for these local offices. It's the same old families running that are the mayor and that are the police officer, that and this and that, especially in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hakeem, boy, you sure you ain't want to go talk to Joe Biden, Hakeem? You gonna handle it?
Listen, I tell Sloppy Joe that Trump forever. He said.
So you would have put on your MAGA hat. You ain't gonna do like sexy red, make America sexy again. Yo, you would have
no.
Make the MAGA hat.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm gonna put a MAGA and make America black again. You know what I'm saying? But her response didn't appeal to young Bertie. It just made her think that she wasn't concerned. And listen, Tamika, she wasn't concerned because you want to know why? I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Yeah. And that's what it is.
No, she put it. I don't know if she is like the top of it. Make America black again.
Maba. Make America black again.
Oh man,
I like that.
I like that too. Hey, Hakeem, you should trade. I don't know if they have it already though.
They probably have
trademark it. No, they probably already got it.
Maba.
But another, so moving on. So last week, of course, hey, Genesis out the dark is in the building. Guys, make sure y'all subscribe to Genesis at the Dark. She be having some dope topic. Her and the Simp Angel. Shout out to Daryl Long. Simp Angel. They be doing their thing over there. Genesis at the Dark. I be over there. They be having like a wine and dine party. I be over there chilling, and they just be like drinking and dancing, listening to music. They something else. Shout out to them, man. They do their thing. I like it. Something different. So Hakeem, moving along. So this happened last week in New York. You know, we got to go back to New York. Yeah. People don't understand. New York is like, even though I understand they say Washington, D.C. is the capital, but whatever goes down in New York, just keep it around. It's going to go down everywhere in America. So pay attention. Guys, always pay attention to whatever going to happen in New York. So in New York, 2 twin sisters were stabbed, Hakeem, at a convenience store. Because apparently they say the guy was not in his right state of mind. They said because he was smoking and drinking, whatever the case may be. I think they had some form of altercation. The two twin sisters that was there with their brother. However, their brother didn't get stabbed, so that's another. I'm questioning about that too. But the 2 sisters, one is in critical condition, and the other one is gone. Let's play that clip. And also, the suspect did turn himself in. Not that one, the other one, the first one. The first one talks about New York, and then we'll play the second one with the mother response, which is also sad. So, trigger, there's going to be sensitive, letting people know, sensitive content right here. Very sensitive.
Wait, he's surrendered?
Yeah, the first video. You see the first one?
Where he's still
on top. The suspect, you see it?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, that one. And then play the mother response.
Hey, Lauren, good afternoon. That suspect identified as Veo Kelly is someone the police have been honing in on ever since this happened over the weekend, thanks to witnesses and video from the night of the deadly stabbing on 4th Avenue in St. Mark's Place outside that deli. You'll recall there were plenty of witnesses who saw the 19-year-old twins arguing with the man who would stab them both because witnesses say he was aggressively hitting on the victim, and she made it clear she wasn't interested. She didn't want to give him her Instagram. 19-year-old Sanaya Spain died after he He stabbed her in the neck. Her sister survived but was also stabbed. There was even video from witnesses in the deli that helped identify Kelly that spread on social media, with friends and family members of the victims showing a picture from that video and saying, look, we're pretty sure this is who the police are looking for. Help them find him. As the family has been mourning the loss of Sanaya Spain and her sister recovers, police have been hunting down this suspect, identifying him, and eventually making contact with a lawyer who agreed to his surrender this morning here at the 7-8 Precinct Station House. Now, he potentially faces murder and attempted murder charges. No word yet on any charges. We expect, or we hope, to see him moved from here, from the station house here to central booking, and we'll continue to update this story throughout the day here on Eyewitness News and ABC7NY.com.
Now let's play the mother response. Yes.
So much.
Her tears run deep after losing her 19-year-old daughter, Sanaya Spain. This cell phone video obtained by Pix 11 News shows the moment Spain and her twin sister, Sanaya, were brutally attacked. That's Sanaya apparently being stabbed in the chest and neck. But we are stopping the video right there.
Those were deadly points that he punctured in her body, that even if she fought it, I don't think she could have won the fight.
LaShawn Goodson is more than heartbroken, thinking about the death of her daughter. But how she died, Goodson says, makes the pain that much harder.
She didn't want to be bothered. Why did she have to die? Because you're not who she want to be accompanied by. Walk away. Don't hit on no girl. Don't fight no female, no matter what. Go on about your business.
It all started early Sunday morning. Her twins went to grab food at this deli on St. Mark's Place. A man apparently was trying to hit on the teens. After rejecting his advances, things escalated from there. At one point, the deli owner had to lock the doors to keep the man out. The twins thought the coast was clear, but once they walked out of the deli,
my daughter Sanaya was arguing with the guy in my daughter's defense outside, and he stabbed her and she went to the floor. And at that very moment, Samaya went to attack him and he stabs her in the heart, and when she went down, he stabs her in the neck.
While this mother tries to deal with her grief, she sends a message to the person responsible.
I just want him to suffer every day like I am. I want him to wake up every day in a cell, just like I gotta wake up every day with my mind in a cell.
And the community wants the same thing, standing in solidarity with the family.
No means no in our community. If in fact that this woman didn't want you to say anything or do anything to her, you should have just walked away. So the call to the action right now is to say to the individuals that committed this crime, turn yourself in. You may run, but you're not going to hide.
Woo!
There you go. Cause Shashi Bum say black men don't hold people accountable. There you go. That's what Hakeem means. So, of course, rest in peace to that lovely girl, Sanaya. May she rest in peace. You know, is it? Go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts.
Now, when one thing happens, the whole group of men gets blamed. When one thing happens. This is New York City. This is not the first time this has happened. We haven't heard this down south. I'm telling you 100%. I got some critical things. I'm going to try to run this fast. First off, people, y'all keep shopping at these Arab corner stores and he ain't call the police. None of the people ran out the store to even fight the man. It was people out there. I noticed if this was down south, he would have got already. If this was Florida, that wouldn't have got that far. We can blame the group of person or we can blame him 100%. That's just an isolated incident when there's many other incidents that happen when it doesn't even go that far. When there's men around, real men. This is New York. New York been letting women get trampled on and men are standing around. No disrespect to NYC. I just don't know how y'all handle stuff over there. Down south, it don't fly. Even Cali, you can't do that in Slauson. You can't do that on Slauson. You can't do that in South Central. I know that for a fact. I know this for a fact. You could not come in Miami and holler at a girl and pull out a knife without somebody. What? We done jumped on some people's head just at the corner store, just on some humbug shit. That's an isolated incident. That's somebody who was deranged. I don't want him to live. I don't want him to live. I wish he was not here anymore. Because she's old enough to be my daughter. Hey gentlemen, I came across your page. The story breaks my heart. May she rest in peace. Amber,
Welcome.
welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm distraught. And Amber, I don't want us to. The easiest thing, Amber, is we can just blame black men in general, but I just want us to just look at this one guy solely, because we know that these situations tend to happen, but they don't get that far because there are men who step up. And this is a
But Hakeem, it doesn't make sense when you have a group of men there at the convenience store. The era convenience. So you telling me none of them couldn't say anything? Like, yo, she said, yo, bro, let's leave it alone.
Listen, they didn't even jump in.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't even jump in.
So you can't blame women for blaming black men. If it's a group of
No.
black men at the
Listen,
convenience
there
store,
wasn't a group of black men out there. There wasn't a group of black men. Look at the video. They say the corner store guy closed the door, and then when they thought the coast was clear, and as they were squabbling, why they ain't come out and jump? It wasn't that many people out there. I'm telling you this, Ronnie. If he was here, it wouldn't have gotten that far. He would have.
No, it wouldn't got the point. Yeah, no, hell no.
He would have been dead. He would have been dead. I'm telling you, New York is different when it comes to protecting women. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't live there.
Well, you used to.
I used to live there.
You used to.
And listen, it's wild crazy when it comes to talking to women there. Hey, B, check me out.
Yeah, they've been doing that for years. They've been doing that for years, but it doesn't make it right, though.
It doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. No.
So if so, who are those men? I don't know. Genesis? I don't know. I wish I know. Listen, I wish I still had connects. We would have made a call down to Rikers Island. Got him out the way. That could be my daughter. We got to get him out the way.
But Hakeem, that's why I say I understand why Natasha say team stay inside. It's unsafe for women out here today.
No, it is.
It's unsafe for them.
It is unsafe. It is unsafe. It is unsafe, but it is unsafe. Listen, there's more treacherous people out here. What we need to do is men to not be scared to die. The Arab boys, not to be scared to die. Whoever around, you can't be scared to die or scared to get hit with that knife. Protect the women here. That could be my sister. Me personally, I was out there, he wouldn't have been able to get the hit over. We would have been squabbling. I would have just had to die in the process.
See, it makes women uncomfortable when they see something like that. Like, just because I say no, you want to get a knife and then stab me in the neck.
Listen.
Didn't mean to get that graphic, but just go ahead.
Listen, I'll tell you straight up. It's very uneasy. I'll tell you straight up. This is why I advise women to get strapped.
Me too. I tell them all the time, like, yo, go get a gun. You can't
go get a gun.
Go once a week, go to the gun range, and you didn't start shooting.
Get a gun. I can't listen because I can't always be there with you. You got to go to work.
Correct.
I'm at work 12 hours a day. I can't protect you, but I am gonna get you a strap.
And I hate when guys be like, yo, I can protect you at all times. You know, you cannot protect her.
No.
You can't. Don't feed her into that store. You can't. Now, you with me, I'm going to protect you. But outside, because I know you got to go to work, you work long distance, you need to get yourself a strap. But I know in NY it's very tough to get a strap.
Yeah, it's very tough to get it. Very tough to get a strap. Jabari speak on this. And here's the thing, though, too. This is why I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this, too. Can I know Shiesty might say this? We can talk to our sons, our nephews, our uncles, our brothers. We can hold them accountable and say, hey, don't put your hand on the woman. I don't know about the guys outside of that.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do to protect our women is to say, hey, check this out. if you go into the corner store, you walk up there, 6 guys, walk back, order on Uber. If not, let me come with you.
Yeah.
If not, wait till we get outside. I'm sad that we got to go that way. I personally, listen here, y'all might laugh at me. I personally volunteer myself to take my niece to the hair store. I jump out the car.
That's good.
Listen, I jump out the car. I'm in the hair store with her.
That's good.
We walk out the store here. I personally do this. When I'm able to and I'm not working, I personally say, hey, make sure you call me so I can take you somewhere. To make sure we can prevent certain things. Because we're ready to crash out. You know what I mean? That guy in New York, he needs to be in the coffin, not in the jail cell.
Genesis said, "Are you your brother's keeper?" Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And I'm my brother's executioner, judge, jury. I'm supposed to do that. Genesis, you just heard me say this. I said this. He should not be living. If this was a tribunal.
Yeah, eye for an eye. Yeah, 2 for 2.
Listen, if this was a tribunal, it would be me as the chief, the girl's daddy, the girl's brother, the girl's uncle, the girl's cousin. We would have got him out the jail, beat him down, and beat him down to a bloody pulp, and let the families wreak their revenge on him. That's a bloodline wiped out. She was a teenager, no kids, no nothing. Whatever she was gonna give to us, he just snuffed that out for us. I don't care about the guy's mother. I don't care about the guy's father. And listen, for the family of that guy, who was hiding him out for a couple of days, we lucky we didn't press the button to find y'all. You should have been told your son to turn himself in early so he can do this life sentence.
It's terrible. But it's a fact, though. Precious agree with you. It's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing. We not only holding them accountable. I want to hold his mama accountable. I want to hold his daddy accountable. I want to hold his hood accountable. Y'all let him come back to the hood knowing that he did this? No. Take him out, drag him, beat him up to a bloody pulp, and let the police come and get him.
Yeah, I remember one time I think it was one story in Detroit. A guy, I think it was a peeping Tom. He was trying to go into someone's room, one in the girl's room. The family, everybody in the community came down and gave that guy a hell of a beat down.
Yeah, listen, we don't play that where we come from. The women have to be protected. Listen, Genesis, Tamika, that's us. I don't know about them other niggas.
Yeah, this is the new generation.
That's the new generation.
The old generation knows never touch mother and kids.
Never touch mother and kids. Them young boys who's shooting all over the place with the switches, I don't know about them. I quickly get the phone and drop a dime. We protect women over here. We do hold accountable. We don't let young boys slap young girls up where we come from. We the OGs now. We putting in some kind of work. We ready to die about this. If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. I'm not out here talking to play with y'all and talking to and play games. Go check my resume. No, nobody cares anymore. Tamika? Nobody
cares. Until it happens to them.
Until it happens to them.
It happens to them.
And listen here, I care about your daughter, Tamika. I care about your mama, Tamika, just like I want you to care about mine. I care about my brother, sister. I care about my brother. I care about all these. I care about all of y'all. So in my mind, when I see something happening, I try to jump into action. I know a lot of people are scared to die. They say, why should I jump in and worry about them? But you want to know something? It's God's will. If you really, truly love the community, you're willing to die for this. You willing to make... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm going to say that was crazy.
It
You
was
do, but if you do love the community, you are willing to die for. Go right ahead.
you willing to die and go to prison about this, making sure that the woman is protected. We done jumped in. Listen, I done jumped in a situation when somebody was slapping a girl up, and she turned on me. It's been times I done had the knife pulled on me, like, yo, fam, don't do that to her. Yo, shut your mouth up, homeboy. These are facts. Listen, I got a resume of me stepping in when I ain't supposed to stepping in. I'm buying Pampers for a dude on the block one time. He tried to fight me for his baby. He said, yo, you making me look bad out here. Squabble up. You don't care about the black woman, I do.
That's deep. It is. Yeah, Genesis, because this is deep. Like I was taught, like if a woman say no, she say no, and move on to
She
the
say
next one.
no. We don't
You
care
can't force
that.
her. You can't force a woman to like you or
No,
talk to
we
you.
can't.
Nah, man.
It's
That
in
guy was
our
a lame for that, man. Like he was.
lame, not the word. If we was out there, he would have got. If this was the 90s, he would have got dealt with. He wouldn't have been able to got the knife. Luckily he wasn't around some OGs. A gun would have went up.
Yeah, I'm saying, young generation. Those are the young generation.
That was a young guy that did that. That was a young
Outside,
guy.
probably drinking, smoking. Smoking drugs with fentanyl in it. Them guys don't care. Remember, I be in New York. Them guys don't really care in New York.
Tamika, Genesis, Sherry can speak for this. I come from an era where you can't even curse around women. You can't even smoke. Listen, I'm from that era where the OG said, hey, put that up. They coming in the store. They walking by. Stop, drop the cigarette. I'm from that era where you can't curse, you can't smoke. When somebody mama come in, you throw the joint away.
Yeah.
You pull your pants up. I'm from that era.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the young boys who wearing these Visual jeans and all these designers and they ass is showing. I'm not from that era. I wear corduroys. I'm from that era with Clarks. So that guy who pulled out a knife, come on. So
yeah, and the knife was this big, King. That was a huge knife, bro. That wasn't even a pocket. That was a kitchen knife.
It was a kitchen knife.
This big.
It was a kitchen knife.
He was in pain, boy. He said. She said no. What? I'm gonna make sure nobody never say no to me ever again.
He said, why say stepdaddies needed in these impoverished neighborhoods? Why? You 100% right.
It's crazy. Me and Hakeem had a conversation about that yesterday. Literally,
we were just talking about that.
We were literally talking about that.
Off
air.
Yeah, off air. We were just talking about that. We say in our community, and just to preface this, in our community, especially in the Caribbean community, no matter what island you are, they don't have problem taking care of other people's kids. They step in and become the father figure. Me and him was talking about somebody who I know who got with this woman. She only had one kid, raised the boy. Listen, raised the boy. He had other kids with her. The boy doesn't do nothing. He doesn't work. He doesn't nothing. He refuses to take him out. He refuses to kick him out. He raised the kid. He said, that's still my son. We're not going to do nothing to him. That's not his son. So I'm saying, luckily that he came into that guy's life. Yes, he doesn't do nothing, but he's not out here hurting people.
Look at I like Genesis comment. You ain't see yeah, I was gonna tell you that.
He said, I had to give a man my number so he wouldn't slap me. He was so aggressive and wouldn't take no for, and he followed me to a car. Now you see that? You see that? This is that issue we got right there. Now here's the $1 million question: who was around? Genesis who was looking? Those are the people that I'm gonna have a problem with. Because we already know the guy that did that to you, he's so far gone. We talking about where the protectors at. And if they're not scared, and if they're, you know what I mean? Whatchamacallit say, I went back in the mall and told police, and they went looking for him. It was scary. You see, that's scary.
That is scary. And remember, a lot of women face that every single day. That woman
Every
give
single day.
guys fake numbers, fake DMs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To me, if the woman's not interested, don't pursue. I'd be like, just leave it alone. Just
And,
drop it. You
and,
get what I'm saying?
and this is why we I don't want to have to tell you this. He says we need to go back to investing in our community programs where these youngsters can have some role models, both males and females, to help instill some values in the
I
kids.
agree.
100, I agree with you 100%. But
Yes.
also too, it's so bad now that we have to talk to our daughters and our nieces and say, "Hey, where you going? Tell Taekwon to go with you." I'm sorry to say this. Even you women who are old enough, I tell you not to go. Listen, I purposely, when I was in relationships, tell the woman, I say, "Hey, don't leave after a certain night. If you need something to be done, I'll go for you. Or I'm gonna go get gas at this particular gas station. Don't worry, stay home. I'll come there and get the gas for you." That's how bad it is. I know that. I'm a man. I know the threat level that's there for women.
Yeah.
I try to put
You're
my
right.
mind state in what a idiot would do to y'all. So I say, "Oh, she at the gas station. Let me slap her in the mouth and take her car.
Mm.
Ask her for $1 and snatch her purse."
Facts.
100%. So when you have us like that and you say, "Hey, you want to know something, baby? I'll go with you. Matter of fact, I'll just go handle that for you." You should be able to go wherever you want to, but we don't live in that world today. I can't talk to other people's sons. It's too many of them that are damaged. Only thing we could do is two things. I could be there to protect you, or we call the police on them. I'm sorry, but we got to call them folks on people now. You got to be quick with it, and you got to be strapped. So I don't want to.
These days, a plain woman out here, no need to act like girl. It's these men. They've been taught to you got to over aggressive woman. Like even if she say no, it means yes. Like you got to go pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. They don't take no for an answer.
They don't. They don't. So it's the men that are on the outbound that need to take the initiative and say, "Hey, homeboy, don't do that. Don't do that."
Yeah, Genesis, you need to get the you need to get the stick. Like you need to stop playing with these men. Get the stick. You know what I'm saying? Because you tell them, hey, and they being very back up, like back
And,
up.
and this is why it's hard for women to trust a lot of men because there's not a safe space.
Correct. That's exactly.
So
We have to create these spaces.
we
If the
have to
woman
create
feels
these
safe,
spaces. You know what I mean? We have to create a safe space for them, and we have to start. And don't get me wrong. I'm about to say this, and I know this is sad to say this. I know certain women can't even trust the friends that they have because they know that certain men would try to take the advantage of a friendship, and even that's even for to even call a friend and be like, "Hey, can you come somewhere with me?" Knowing that he wants to have sex with you. There's not a lot of genuine men who generally wants to just be there for women without nothing in return, and it's a sad thing. We have lost the tribal mentality.
but Natasha Genesis should not even get a second number like a Google. To me, no. If she said no, the guy should say, "Yo, okay,
You
you
should
say
say
no, let me
no.
walk off." You don't have to. That's crazy. You got to get a second number just for a guy to back off.
But
Like if
it's get.
guys say no, you say no. I know it getting that way.
He said, although Hakeem and Ronnie Rollins approaches money, 100%. This is why, let's not that the technology has made it easier for women to be safe. Uber Eats, Uber, even though Uber is tricky sometimes with some of these wackos, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Uber Eats, DoorDash, where you can get your stuff ordered, or you go somewhere in the morning. You just got to be very cognizant about what you're doing. But sometimes you need a man who stand on business to do
But
that.
Hakeem, I'm gonna ask you, they don't do that no more. The guys don't go over there and pick up their girls from work anymore. That's what I'm saying. I remember those days. I used to pick up my girl home from work.
Rodney, listen, you talking about something that is prehistoric. That was standard. That was standard. Your boyfriend was waiting outside of your job at 2, 3 o'clock at night. Shout out B Love.
Shout out to B Love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't do that no more.
They don't do that no more. The girls are walking to the bus stop. I don't know what type of man they got. I remember
Yeah, I would never. My girl would never walk through a bus. Girl, that would never happen to my girl walking
never
to a bus
happened.
stop.
I remember at 19 when I dated somebody at churches. You know, at 2, 3 in the morning, we was out there at night.
That's what I'm saying. Even if I got her car, I make sure I'm there on time to pick her
On
up. You get what
time,
I'm
pick
saying?
up. Or you and listen, or you was there 30 minutes before. You probably helped sweep up to get her ready to lead a shift. They ain't them type of men no more. You know what they say? Hey, why don't you call Uber? Shout outs to B Love. Another one of Dallas finest. She might not be from Dallas, but she's Dallas finest.
Yeah, Dallas violence. But that's true. Though. They don't do that no more. I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on here? Go ahead.
Yeah. He said we need to clone men that think like y'all because a lot of these men don't give a damn about respecting and protecting. Tamika, me and him talk about this every day. He has nephews. I have nephews. We try to intervene in our nephews' dating lives. We try to make sure that we hold them to a standard. We can do that for ours. We want to have a listen. Me and him talked about something we're passionate about. I don't know if you know about the young man in Albany, Georgia. He has like a retreat for boys where he teach them skills and stuff. We want to do that here down south. We would love to have a coming of age class for young men, like a at risk teen stuff for kids who don't have fathers to correctly do that. You know what I mean? I have all the time in the world to give the teachings my dad coming. And let me tell you something to give you an insight why me and him think like this, Precious Tamika. My mother and father been married 43 years. His mom and dad been married 30 something years.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika, this is why we think like that. My mom and dad are still together. We come from a 2-parent household. My daddy beat my ass, even though I still went out there on the streets because I wanted to talk to the ghetto rubies. I wanted to be a little bit flashy, but my dad still was a stern person. He was a person of morals. He came home every day. He worked. He showed me a work ethic that I think every young black man needs to see. He didn't have no outside kids. He paid the rent on time. He took care of kids that wasn't his. So there's a template to follow. We just need to try to reproduce and duplicate that. But men have to want to do that. A lot of our successful black men don't want to go back into the community. I don't know why. They want to ride foreigns all day. Guys, would y'all trust a woman or your wife to work for Uber Eats, DoorDash? I will be going with her to do that.
Exactly.
Why high?
There's some people I know. I used to know a guy who used to do that. His wife used to do it. He used to be outside in the car.
He used to be in the car with her.
Yeah,
We
she
don't
can't do it by herself. No,
we don't
hell
do
no.
that by herself. We in the whip. We in the if my girl doing ride sharing, I don't care if I work the 12-hour shift. She said, "Babe, I'm going to work tonight." I said, "I'm coming. I might be sleeping in the back seat." We got no choice. We got to protect you. Listen, being a man to a woman is a 24-hour job. Her safeties have to be worried about. So there's certain things you men should not allow your wife to do. Not to go get gas at night. Not to go to the ATM at night. Sometimes you might even have to go to the shopping market with her. Matter of fact, even if you don't go inside, at least be outside waiting in the car.
Yeah, I agree.
So when she pull up to the car, you jump out the car and the doula, oh, you with somebody? Yeah, homeboy, you need something?
Fact. That's fact. Fact the mundo.
Your
That's
daughter,
fact.
your daughter shouldn't be going to the mall by herself. And if she going to the mall with her and her little friends, you don't want to take them. So the little girls that is hanging with your daughter can say, "Girl, why your daddy want to take us everywhere?" I don't know. He just overprotected. He don't care we talk to boys. Why your daddy standing off to the side? He allowing us to talk. He just there. That's just my band music.
See, and that's the issue. That's the issue right there. Because back then, guys were doing it, women were like, he's overprotected.
Yeah.
Now guys pull back, the woman not feeling protected. Of course, there's a balance to everything. Of course, you still want the woman to have a wiggle room to go
Yeah.
and do her thing. But at the same time, like if you go in the gas station at night, you go in a shopping mall and stuff like that. I think the man needs to be there present. He needs to wait till
100%.
you get home. Like, baby, I'm going to the grocery store. Wait till I get home. We go in the grocery store together.
I'm also say this too. We need to make our daughters, our nieces comfortable to bring the men that they're talking around them so we can assess.
Yeah.
To make sure that they're the right person. We can't be too judgmental so we can assess who they're with so we could probably prevent them from a DB situation.
Correct.
These young women are not comfortable enough to bring their boyfriends around. We need to bring them comfortable enough so we can assess who they're talking to. You have to be involved in your kids' dating lives. Not to be overly protective, overly judgmental, but to be able to say, hey, Charmise, I know you talking to him, but he's a little bit aggressive. You let him know it ain't no games here. Oh, matter of fact, I don't think he's the right one for you. A lot of us are not there enough to be involved, so our daughters are ending up with low lives. If you're not the benchmark, they're going to get hurt. Go ahead.
No, that's deep. That's deep. Genesis said in these days they are they are.
Yeah.
They are underprotective. They're not doing it because a lot of men feel like it's being a quote unquote simp.
Simp, yeah.
It's
Or
stupid.
they say, I'm not getting nothing out of it while I'm protecting her.
Stupid. It's stupid. I'm telling you, this generation is all.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. That's why I see why women date older men, because older men know these things. The younger generation,
listen, there's a video that went viral like 7 years ago where it was an older black guy campaigning, and somebody tried to attack this pregnant woman. He pulled out the pistol. Literally, he pulled out the pistol, slapped the dude with it. He said, and what you want to do about it? I say he has to be an old school player. We don't got protectors like that, but we need to start injecting ourselves in that. So it's best to, hopefully we can get to a space where we can start teaching young men on, let me tell you something. And this goes to the same thing too. If the young men are dying and going to jail and the old men are dying and going to jail, who's left to protect the women out here? So I don't want us to draw on this. Men, don't trick yourself out your position because you're not going to be there to protect your kid's mother and your daughters. It's important that you have to be there.
So, moving on. In other news, Candace Owens, I think if you guys not aware, y'all probably aware now, she was pretty much let go of the Daily Wire. The simple fact of her anti-Semitic comment she made on the Breakfast Club. They didn't like it, Hakeem. You already know how that goes. They don't like it, they let you go. So let's play that clip of Candace Owens pretty much leaving the Daily Wire. We'll talk about it very quickly, and then we'll move on to the next.
Candace Owens and conservative website The Daily Wire have officially broken up. Friday morning, The Daily Wire CEO Jeremy Boring posted on X, quote, Daily Wire and Candace Owens have ended their relationship. He did not give a reason on the circumstances that led to this shift. But earlier this week, the Anti-Defamation League highlighted the fact that white supremacist Nick Fuentes applauded Owens' rhetoric on Jews. Owens has been outspoken in her commentary about Jewish people in politics, in the media, and her support for Palestine.
Regardless, based on her latest episode posted just yesterday, the news may have come as a surprise to Owens. Take a look.
I'm not going to go away. I'm going to use my God-given voice to talk about the things that are important for me. I'm just asking to be left alone, or at least just report the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. But don't worry, because we will see you tomorrow for a brand new episode.
The controversial right-wing commentator took to her own X account, posting, quote, the rumors are true. I'm finally free, end quote. There will be additional quote, there will be many announcements in the weeks to come Owens joined the Daily Wire back in 2021. So a little bit unclear about what's next for Owens here. Very obvious she's not with the Daily Wire anymore, and that whether it was a firing or they had a conversation this morning that ended in them deciding to end their relationship, all of the language makes it sound like they broke up and that it was a romantic relationship. They're going their separate ways, though. I was just saying yesterday to a friend that it might be the case that Ben Shapiro's keeping Candace Owens at the Daily Wire despite his pro-Israel views, to show that even though there was reporting that was pro-Israel, hey, we had this other host at the Daily Wire that was saying something else. It seems that that's not a strategy at all at the Daily Wire, and who knows if it was their choice or Candace's choice, but curious to see what she does next.
Yeah, I mean, based on the fact that she said, see you tomorrow, that definitely suggests that the Daily Wire pulled the trigger and fired her. I think, people who have been following some of the internal feuding at the Daily Wire probably are not super surprised by this. It's definitely the case that Ben Shapiro was very troubled by her views on the Israel-Palestine conflict. He is obviously one of the most pro-Israel voices in conservative media, and they've had public tension around what she's been saying on her show. There was one point a few months ago where I believe she was trying to get Ben Shapiro to convert to Christianity or something along those lines, and there was this huge argument over whether what she said was considered anti-Semitic, and really just things started to unravel from there. But I think Candace Owens is going to be fine. It looks like she has her own website that she's encouraging people to go to now. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to do a show on X, similar to what Tucker and Chris Cuomo are doing and Don Lemon attempted to do, and just go directly to the viewers. She is one of those sort of names that can definitely draw an audience on her own without the institutional backing. But it seems like it's going to come with probably a pretty significant pay cut. Based on the reporting from when she was hired, she was getting a pretty hefty salary from the Daily Wire, and she'll have to make up for that with subscriptions if that's the route that she decides to go and decides to be independent. But again, I'm not surprised by this at all. It seemed like this was brewing for quite some time.
It's very sad to see the state of American media with the unfolding of what's happened since October 7th, that we've seen the expectation that the American people as a monolith support Israel because Israel is an ally, and because the Jewish people have a brutal history, that any criticism of them fighting for having a state must be anti-Semitic. But to assume that a state represents people who are not its citizens is something that we've fought against as a country. We have fought for countries to not become ethno-states and instead, be democratic states. Is something we've used as a reason to go overseas and fight for people's freedom over. And we've called people religious extremists, the State Department themselves, for folks trying to establish a caliphate, an Islamic state. But to be fine with a Jewish state, it's not anti-Semitic to point out that that is hypocritical. And Candace Owens saying that she feels she's fired or feels that she was under fire rather.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Of course, shout out to them for breaking down more in the detail. But they're going more in depth when the situation with Candace Owens. But so the whole premise is pretty much Candace Owens left the Daily Wire, but she seemed like she was not upset, but she was very upset because remember, she brought great views to the Daily Wire, especially when it comes to the aspect of her political views and her value, and especially when it comes to the Black family, the culture of America, all these other things. I would say she's very conservative. But that one comment she made, Hakeem, your take, you're talking.
We all know this. Everybody's smart. When you talk about the untouchables, you out of here. And even us here, we got to be careful. This is why I say, we just need to worry about Black people. Hello? That's all it is. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say no more than that. We need to worry about us, worry about our women, worry about our kids, worry about that. I wish Candace Owens to understand. This is why I want to get something straight. And maybe white folks can learn from this history that they gave to us. When we were segregated, and you did not allow us to come to your radio stations and talk to y'all. We had our own radio stations. We had our own newspaper. We said wherever we want, and nobody couldn't tell us nothing. Am I wrong, Governor? We talk what we want.
You're
We
right.
publicize this. We are one of the most smartest people in the world. Why can't we create our own app? And I say, in Candace's own, it had to take you to get fired to create your own lane. We've been doing this for generations. When we get knocked off or we get fired, we go back to the chitlin circuit. Look at Charleston White. He's been banned on every platform. He looked like he ain't missed a beat yet. Am I wrong?
He's bringing entertainment. That's why.
He's bringing entertainment, but I'm saying Dr. Umar Johnson banned off TikTok, banned off Instagram. They just banned him off Instagram recently. He can't go live, and he's still on the chitlin circuit. Listen, build your own media and you can say what you want. This is why I love Elon Musk and what he did with X. A lot of people, Elon said in an interview, he said, you want censorship. He said, the thing is, if you freedom of speech is when you can allow somebody who you don't like say things that you don't like, and he can be able to say that.
Right.
So that's it. Build your own media.
And I would say, I think that's a mistake she made. And not only that, but Candace Owens still get a lot of backlash right now because they're saying all of a sudden now you want to come on the black side when things not going right. Before you wasn't doing that. Now you want to come over here and with pretty much open arms and say, hey, now you guys receive me back because I made a mistake. So she been receiving backlash about that as well. But with Candace Owens, she should have knew better. Like certain comments you just don't make. Like even though you see we don't make certain comments on here because we gotta understand who's running things. If whoever's running things can take you out of here on a faster rate. So you got to be very, very careful. But it's unfortunate what happened to her. And I know she loved the Daily Wire. That's why but I don't think it's going to stop Candace. I think it's going to it's just an eye-opening for her to, like you said, Hakeem, for her to create her own platform and to create her own app. And then she can talk about whatever she want to talk about. That's pretty much it. Move it along, Hakeem. You know, we're not going to stay on this. I don't know. You want to read some of the comments before we move on to the other topics.
He said,
time is against us.
She should have known better than not to speak highly of the small hat community. Talk about it. Her hubby apparently couldn't make parlay work, so I don't know if she's trying it. Jordan, Candace Owens learned a real lesson. No matter how much you associate yourself with the white man, they will always toss you out whenever they feel like it. Talk about it, Joe Herder.
That's a fact. That's why it's a decision you made. You just said I can't. It's a decision. It happened so many times in history, but it's a decision that she made. So
listen,
go ahead.
Moving on, I say I'm staying in the chitlin circuit. I don't care about none of these things. I don't want to go on DJ Vlad. I don't want to go on no jumper. I say I want to stay in the chitlin circuit. I'll go on Paris Moulin.
But we're moving on. Moving on to the you already know because time is against us, so we're gonna move on very, very quickly. So pretty much Hakeem, a TikToker, why don't you a TikTok did a video about single moms. And I'm laughing because he said the same thing you said. So let's just play the clip and then we'll just talk about it. Go right ahead.
Girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be requiring shit over here. You lucky we even here. I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. I mean, y'all had 3 kids by 2 different baby fathers and then be requiring the most shit. Sure, you're lucky. Cause I just want y'all to think. Y'all be wanting dudes that's single, no kids, not entertaining no other female, but you got 2 baby fathers. And we supposed to pick up their responsibility and we have no kids? I just need y'all to process that, like, we don't have to be here. Message.
Hakeem, he said the same thing you said. I'm laughing. So I don't know if he be watching the show or something. I don't know, but Hakeem, your thoughts?
Listen, I'm going to try to be very careful with my words. There are certain single moms who are able to get certain things, but the majority is not. Hey,
Hey y'all. I just wait.
that's so hard for you, Keisha. So there's certain things that there's certain women who can get certain things. Not all single moms fall into a certain bracket, but what he's saying is kind of true. A majority of y'all are not going to get Mr. Six Figures. Maybe Mr. 40 hours a week. Not Mr. Six Figures. A majority of y'all are not going to get, you might get a guy with no kids, but he might not be the best candidate. So I do think that expectation need to be realistic. Same thing for certain men. If you don't got enough money, you can't get the baddest B. Or you know what I mean, you might be able to get what you can get. I just think that we need to be careful. I do think that I have met a lot of women with standards that seemed a bit unrealistic, and when you hear men like that speak, it's something like it's a shot. But you and I know this, you know what I mean. A man with no kids who makes $70,000-$80,000 a year might not be checking for somebody who has 2-3 kids. I'm not saying all men. I say everybody has their own taste depending on who they are. You know what I mean? I do think that we need to be realistic in our dating and maybe not overlook certain people that could be good for you.
Now, when it comes to the aspect of thing, you know me, I'm gonna just keep it 100% transparent. Most men, not most men, but a lot of men do date single, single parent women. They just do. It is what it is. A lot of them like baby mamas. They
Mhm.
love a lot of men like baby mama because they say, you know, I know it's an easy access for me to get the sex. So that's why they do it. They say it's an easy access. I know she's lonely. She probably need a man to come over, and I go over there fix some things. I know I'm gonna get it. So that's why a lot of guys tend to go after single moms. But to me, the single mom, I think they should date men that have kids already. I think it'd be better for them
Mm-hmm.
because they're able to build a community together. So, but they didn't got like a single mom dating a guy that don't have kids. I think that's when the issue comes because a lot of guys feel like it's pressure for me to be like a dad or something to the child, or I got to take on another man's responsibility. So that's why a lot of men right now are talking about single mothers. They're like, hey, I don't want men shouldn't date single mothers, men should do this. But at the end of the day, man gonna do what a man want to do. Man gonna continue to date single mother. They don't care. It is what it is. So I can't. I don't know you have any other take before we move on to the next one
Um, man, he said,
on this
Ronnie,
topic.
he said, welcome all the baby mamas.
I love the baby mamas. I'm being honest. I love the baby mamas. They be down to earth. But go ahead, King.
Yeah, he said, no, that's all. There's really none. I said what I said. Like, you just got to be realistic, man, on who you can get. You know what I mean? Not all bums are trade offs for getting the
Oh, me,
dishwashers.
why me crying for? Maybe why you crying for? I don't know what you crying for. I don't know that's cap. You know what I'm saying? Because I can sense cap, but I can't put the cap on. I can't go put this cap
Yeah,
on.
I don't know how to do it. Listen, where I put the hat at? That's Big Cat.
That was it. I don't know why she like.
That's Big Cat.
I'm laughing. I'm like, man. I'm like, maybe got no, but most men. But I think if a man he desire to build a community and he have kids. To me, look for a woman that have kids. I think that would be a best bet. But me, I don't have an issue dating single. How can we date single mothers all the time? I don't have an issue with it, but a lot of men, some men do.
As long as you're willing to abide by the rules.
Here we go, Mimi team. This is why Natasha with all these hashtags she be making. Yeah, but moving along. So back to New York. So Hakeem, what's going on in New York City? New York. I keep telling people, if you want to know what's going to happen in America, go to New York City. It's a prime example of what's going to happen down in America. So now squatters in New York are going into people's home that's paid for. I can't mind you, they pay for the home.
Mm-hmm.
And they taking over. They taking state. There was a woman who literally got arrested because the simple fact is she was getting into an altercation with one of the squatters in her own home, Hakeem, mind you, her home.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play that clip.
The lease? No. He's got no documentation.
Just bills. So Adele, you're getting arrested right
that protects squatters from actually being vacated out of the home. Now, I'm gonna run it down really quick, and of course, Hakeem used to live in New York, so you can give you that up at the top. I'm gonna break it down for people that don't understand what's going on in New York. So New York had created a law where anybody that's pretty much living in a property can stay there. If they stay in that property up to 30 days, you cannot kick them out. And the only way you're able to kick them out, you gotta go through the process of the court, and that might take another additional 2 years. So if a person moves in and it's over 30 days, they could go in your refrigerator, they could do whatever they want, and you cannot kick them out. Even if you call the police, you cannot kick them out because New York law protects them, which is the craziest thing I don't know how they even came up with a bill like that, but they did. So mind you, so by that going on, a lot of people now, Hakeem, this is the crazy thing. People are actually creating YouTube videos on telling people how to do it.
Yep.
So how to beat it. So this is for me that's trying to be a homeowner. Hakeem trying to be a homeowner. You can't do that in Texas. You can't do that in Florida. It's only in certain parts. I think it's only in New York, and I think it's another state that do it as well. But to me, it's just a crazy thing. That's why it's so important to vote locally, and that's why you gotta know exactly what's going on within your community. Because that's the most craziest thing I ever heard. Shout out to Zarby. But go ahead, Hakeem, your take on it.
Definitely, this is why it's important where you got to be like cognizant and aware. Shout out to Zara B of what you're doing, because these people are doing this and they're getting houses. There's certain places like in New York and certain other states where if the squatter lives in the house for more than 7 years, they can file the process to gain a deed of the house.
Correct. I forgot about that. That's facts. Yes, that is correct.
So it's always good if you're going to get a property for you to make sure you're there most of the time or have somebody living there. So it sometimes is a no-win situation, but you know what I mean? Like you just got to be careful of what you do. You know what I mean? And people who are lazy and who want something for free know the laws and they'll do this.
But it's sad because let's say if you're a working class citizen and doing things the right way, you did the process to get a home. Now you got people that ain't doing the process right. They come into your home, invading it, taking over, and now you can't kick the person out. A lot of people gonna end up getting deleted, Hakeem, on a house.
They are. But this is why there's certain things you can do to prevent these things. Have a camera system. If you know you're not going to be home, have a camera system. Deadbolt all the locks. Make sure you have somebody go over, stay there. If you're going to have somebody to stay over there, if you ain't going to be there, let one of your nephews stay up in there and not pay rent. You might as well have him there than anything.
No, facts. That was trying to tell you, like facts. That's what I was saying. It's a sad thing in America. It's a sad thing in America. Like literally, we living in a modern day purge. People literally overtaking people's homes. But the thing is, they're not going to the rich people area. They're going to the low community where they know it's easy to take over.
Yes.
They're not going to do it in the rich people. That's the craziest thing. It's like, okay, you know these laws. Why not go to the rich community? Because you know why? They have security guards. They know you're not going to get past that gate. It's not going to happen. They know you're going to get shot down on site.
Yeah.
So to avoid from doing that, they rather go into someone else less than to take over. But squatters are disgusting. Remember, because they have the right to go in your refrigerator. Remember, they drinking your kids' juice, eating your kid bowl of cereal, doing all of that stuff that you work hard for, and they come over and they overtake your home. That's not right. I think it's wrong, and I don't know who in their right mind in New York City were even thinking about that bill, and they allow it to happen, which is crazy.
That's why you have to have an alarm system. You got to pay for these things to be like, as soon as they break in that house that first day and the alarm goes off, they know that, hey, somebody breaking in. You know what I mean?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But I can't. Get out of New York and be in New York. Get out of there. Wait till things change down. They move up. But I always tell people, whatever happened in New York, be careful because it can happen in your community. It can happen in your state if you're not making the right decision and voting the right people into office. That's what people got to understand. You got to vote the right people into office because the right people is going to be the one that's going to change things within your community. Keep that in mind. Don't focus too much on the president. Focus on your community. That's the most important thing. Now, final topic of the day. Charleston White goes at it with Gilly the Kid because apparently Gilly the Kid snitched. You know Charleston White, when he finds a great opportunity for him to go in on somebody, he would. So Gilly, because remember Gilly all the time, I don't snitch. I'm in that culture where I don't snitch. According to Charleston White, it seems like he's not in that culture anymore. Let's take a look at that clip.
Basically.
Yeah, I get it basically. Oh man.
Got a dead son and you talking about snitching, nigga. Pow! That nigga shot your motherfucking son in the head, boy, on a lie. Pow! Goddamn it, young Gilly been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you were crying. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why your son unalive. Hold on, I'm finna call my son. You got to go to the graveyard to see your son.
Whoa.
Say look, this what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gilly, say Gilly, cash money backup singer. Say cash money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say listen, I'm finna call my boy, cause you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son. Cause I'm finna do this, cause Gilly can't call here. He got an unalive boy. His son dead with maggots coming out his ass. Let me call my boy. Call my goddamn son.
I gave that savage.
That is.
Hello. What's up, mijo?
What's up, Dan?
What you got a dead son and you talking.
I can't. Charleston is crazy. But because remember Gilly went on Charleston for being a snitch, and now he
Listen,
take on it.
It's an oxymoron, but Gilly walked into this, man. Gilly has always promoted the streets. That I don't feel sympathy, man. You worrying about him being a snitch? He's a law-abiding citizen. Like, when are we gonna have? When is grown men gonna stop worrying about street politics? Gilly's almost 50 years old. You worrying about somebody being a snitch?
Yeah.
Tamika, listen. I know it's hard to see him do that, but I also want you to think about this. Gilly, he is making a good point. Gilly promotes being a street nigga. All bets are off when you call him a snitch. This is a father who's been in his son's life and was not Gilly. First off, Charleston has never promoted being a street guy. He totally against gangs. He totally against this. You know how this man is coming. All bets are off when you come attack a person about some things. And this is something we need to know it. Why can't you just keep your mouth closed? And you say you're a law-abiding citizen. But these guys still want to promote this street code. So he hit him with his belt leg. So you say you don't want to be a snitch. Okay. Your kid is that, like, because if real is real, you're the biggest thing in Philly. Find the people who did this to your son. Let's put him in jail. Let's not get no get back. But Gilly's not going to do that because he's a certified street guy. Somebody who's a father wants to get justice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know whole street codes anymore. I know the streets is a myth. I know the story. I just think he should watch his mouth. Me too. But here's the thing, though. Why are we still promoting street culture? This is an oxymoron that, like, because Charleston has done this to everybody. He talked about FBG Duck when he was beefing with Mama Duck. He said, your son dead. Like, y'all gang members. This somebody who went and bought his mama, you know what I'm saying? So I get where you're coming from, but we need to be careful on the type of energy we promote. Like, the man, like, Charleston wasn't saying nothing to him. He wasn't talking about Gilly. He was minding his own business. This is another thing too. People mind their own business and then start something and then get mad with the response. Yes, they are too old. But remember this, Tamika.
I
Charleston did
agree.
not start it.
He didn't. He didn't start it at all. He did not start at all. It was just Gilly. Cause remember, Charles is trying to convey a point when he does stuff like that. He's trying to say like, look, this is where you're talking crazy got you, and this me not talking crazy got me. So that's why he's doing a comparison. Even though I think it was savage, like Ken
Yeah,
Dog said, it's too savage, too harsh. Because like, come on, Charleston, he just recently lost his kid. What, like last year?
yeah.
So like, man, like the man probably still grieving, and you come in like that with a upper punch. You know,
Oh,
bro, it's crazy.
upper punch ain't the word.
But
Gilly,
that was Charleston is crazy.
it's savage.
He crazy. He crazy. He do stuff to get. I ain't gonna lie. He do stuff to get views and do his thing. I would say Charleston is one of the craziest person people will ever meet in Charleston White. But that being said, guys, like always, man, thank you guys for coming by. Like each and every week, man. Remember, on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Jordan for always preparing us with the dope topics. Jordan never misses a beat, even though he's on vacation right now, building his wonderful family, Hakeem. He's building his wonderful family, his little family. He's
Man,
building it. He's building it.
I
Shout out
love
to
him.
him. We seeing it a lot of love, a lot of prayers,
A lot of prayers.
a lot of energy to him and his
I
big
need
family. It's just
I need about
incredible.
eight. I need about 8 of them.
So Hakeem, I mean, you've been here about like 4 women.
But about that, I need about 8. He got one. I need about 8 children.
Shout out to Presses for being in Tamika Presses for being for coming in. We really do really appreciate your energy, love. We really do appreciate that.
Love you,
Shout out to
Tamika.
Ken Dog. Shout out to White High who was in the building. Shout out to Killer Swag who was in the building. Zara B. What's going on, love? Thank you for stopping by. Shout out to Mimi. Hakeem Mimi was in the building. Shout out to her. Shout out to Ashton. Shout out to the Shiesty Avengers, man. They over there, they still doing dope content. He doing his thing. Shout out to them. Man, I don't know if he's going live right now. I don't know. I'm not sure. But whatever Ashton go live, y'all guys got to go over there, man. He be laughing. He be having me dying. He just be laughing. Him and his co-host, Mimi, he be over there doing their thing. Shout out to them. Shout out to B Love, who's in the building. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent, who always holding us down. Always. Shout out to the lovely Sherry Bryan, the lovely Bobby Bryan. Shout out to Muhammad Hakeem. He was in the building.
Yes,
But I
he
know
was.
it's Ramadan. I know right now I know you guys are fasting right now. So shout out to you guys. You guys are cleaning y'all systems out of the new and bringing in the new. Y'all don't play. Y'all Muslims. Joe no heard them. Y'all, I tell you, y'all was serious about Ramadan. So shout out to you guys out doing the Ramadan for this month. And shout out to Miss Mills was also in the building. Shout out to Genesis at the dock was in the building. Not only that, but her also sharing her story with us. I think that was really dope. I love it when people was able to share their story, because then people could go back and people could relate to it. Because to me, those are like
100%.
those are powerful moments, and that we need to appreciate. Shout out to Shiesty Bun who was in the building as well. Shout out to Chaz who was in the building. Shout out to Jabbar, who was always in the building, who's over there in New York City with that craziness. Shout out to D holding it down. D is holding it down with us all the time. I'm sorry. Shout out to Chicago Rilla who was in the building. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. I'm trying to make sure. I can't let me know if I missed anybody. Shout out to anybody that you see over there on Instagram. Do you see anybody on Instagram that we
Yeah.
missed?
Yes. Shout outs to Princess Tamika. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, man.
Yeah.
Um.
Instagram. And I think we also have some people
Oh,
on Twitch as well.
shout outs to Jennifer Bayou Bunny joined us,
Hey, Bayou Bunny.
and Anna143. Shout outs to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to all you guys always tuning in on over there on Kick, Twitch, Instagram world. We really do greatly appreciate you guys, and we want to make sure we do see you guys. That's why I told you I can't even give you a shout out because we do see you. It's just that for some reason the comment doesn't show up on this side. We're not able to see it, but we know you guys are over there tuning in, and also Facebook as well. That's why I said that's very important. Pretty soon we will be going to Rumble and also Twitter. We're working on that, so we're building the audience over there on Twitter world too. We're trying to crack all over, and also TikTok. So guys, be on the lookout for us on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Hakeem, we're not playing this year, and as you can see, make sure y'all go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio T-shirt. You already know the KL Culture Radio hat. It is out. It is out. It is out. We have two former hats, and also we have the beanie. The beanie one is coming in the mail for me. When I get that, Hakeem, I will be wearing that. The beanie, and also there's another trucker hat. Shout out to Kendall. Hakeem told me Kendall went crazy in the store. Crazy. So, guys, there's a lot of gifts you can get. The KL Culture Radio coffee mug is also there. And don't forget, Hakeem, new book. I got it.
Hey.
Hakeem, I got it. The new book.
I'm surprised it got that quick, man.
I ordered it literally. I ordered it the other day and it came in that fast. And this is real, guy. Is Hakeem, and you see his co-written authors right there. So we not playing around over here. So Hakeem got 2. Bum.
Only for you, black women. Only for you.
Hakeem, I thought you were going stupid crazy spending. I'm going crazy spending too. I'm buying. Hakeem got 2 books. I got 2 books of Hakeem, and he got to sign this one too because this one is Hakeem. This just came in the mail, so you didn't sign it yet, but it just came in the mail, so I'm gonna have you sign it. But this is Hakeem book. You know, the art of loving a black woman. Hakeem, talk about it very quickly. I know the author is gonna be coming in with you as well.
This just goes into the nuances and goes through what we talked about. How did we start it? Where did we get here? And what to do to love the black woman? Creating a safe space, understanding the needs of her and acknowledgement. Is so many layers to it and stuff like that. And also understanding the struggles that she go to and what society has placed on her and the expectations to her for her to be the woman that she is and having to come home and to be the woman to her man.
Yeah, but this is really good. I can't be honest. I love the cover. I know you say it took a while with the cover. The cover looked
Took a
beautiful.
while. It took a while.
It's clean. I just got this book. I just got it, and also the Black Love. You already know this is his first book, so you doing God's work. Like I say, look, you got 2. So 90 books, like Brother Polite. He said, Brother Polite lied. Say he got 90 books.
We ain't gonna do 90. We'll do 10. We'll do 10, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
And my KL Culture Radio coffee mug just came in the mail. So that's why I don't have it with me. It just came in the mail. So next show I will have it. So make sure you guys get yourself a copy. Support the black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, even though I work for the team, Hakeem could have gave me this for free, but I told him, you know what? No, I want to support your business.
Same thing. Don't worry. Hey, Sherry, I'm gonna hit Sherry in the back. Sherry, we're gonna take care of you, baby.
Yeah. We got to take care of Sherry because Sherry always be. She support the platform a lot. Listen, I know she's like, "Where's my book?"
I would have took care of Natasha, but she's crossed the water.
Oh yeah. Natasha crossed the water, and I think you said Natasha was the first one to get the book.
She was the first one to get the book.
I'm the second one. So guys, let's get this copy. Let's get this man rolling.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good pages. I'm definitely gonna read this book because it's 12 chapters in this book. So guys, you want a good read? It looks like it's really solid. It's heavy too.
Yeah. So, it's a heavy book, man.
It's a heavy book. So guys, come over here, continue to support the platform. And like always, we love you guys. We really do love you guys. We love you guys. And not only that, but any authors that want to come on this show as well, want to promote, that can come on, and we would love to interview you guys as well. So don't be ashamed. Like, hey, I got some stuff I want to do. Let us know. We'll set it up. Hit us up on the DM. KL Culture Radio DM us. Hit us on the media, on the email. It's in the description. And let's link out and let's build this business together. Black businesses, I love black businesses. But good job to you, Hakeem. You're doing God's work, man.
Thank
I always
you.
tell you that. I always tell you that. Like always, guys, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We'll see you guys Wednesday. We over and out.
Peace. We're
Peace.
over and out. Hold on, woman. Oh, we
Uh-oh.
over and